Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is qualifications. And oh my God, this is a hot one for me. So bear with me while I wax on poetically and passionately about this. So I choose this word because today I've been part of two conversations that have been talking about professional qualifications. And the first conversation was in a thread in a group where somebody was asking about whether other people felt that training in particular modalities was useful or necessary, in particular if certification was necessary. Now, as you might imagine, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I jumped on and I said, hells yeah, you definitely want to get training. And what I said was that particularly when it comes to working in modalities that get involved in the subconscious mind and are navigating the human psyche, and particularly when you start dealing with difficult events from the past and things that may have been traumatic in the past, having good training is absolutely essential. It is not like, oh, I can read this book, I can watch this DIY video, and then I can put up my shingle and claim to know what I'm doing. The thing about that is that, in my personal opinion, that is actually potentially quite perilous. It's quite dangerous. Because the thing is, when we don't understand the depth of what we are doing, and we don't necessarily, we've not received training, we've not been exposed to the ins and outs and the sideways of this kind of work, what can happen is we can think we understand it way more than we actually do, and we can end up doing more harm than good, because we don't necessarily understand the places that we don't want to be going into. And I've heard plenty of stories from other people telling me about experiences they had with some other coaches or practitioners where they were very heavy-handed, or they took somebody into an area where it was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're going there right now, and how that was work that we had to unwind and undo. And in my personal opinion, that comes from people thinking they know more than they do because they've not necessarily gone and gotten the degree of training that they need. So I am a very strong believer that training and education is really essential if you really want to put yourself out there as a healer, a coach, a mentor, as any kind of service professional in this world. And that while certainly it's awesome to be able to stand in your power and to work from your own personal experience, it's also really necessary, if you're going to claim to know a particular modality, that you've been trained in it. And unfortunately, we're living in a time where there are a number of modalities where there's not necessarily any universal governing body or licensure, so that people can read a book or do something and claim to know how to do it without necessarily having gone and done real legitimate trainings. And this other person made a comment on the same thread saying, you know, the thing is that nowadays certification ain't worth the price of the paper it's printed on. And the part of this is because certification really is just a word. And you can like go and find an online course and take like a hypnotherapy training, 6-week hypnotherapy training, and with the Groupon, it's only $11.99, and I mean, I'm talking $11.99. And the thing is that somebody can take that training and then say, I'm trained in hypnotherapy. So not all certifications are created equal. Not all programs are created equal. But the thing is that right now, what's interesting is because of the way that marketing is happening, people are not necessarily paying attention to the true credentials and the qualifications of the facilitators, of the practitioners. Marketing is focusing so much on what we can do for you guys and what your problem is, but not necessarily saying, I'm qualified to help you because this, and this. And what I think is unfortunate is that there is a way in which the general public is not asking, what are your qualifications? What makes you able to claim that you can help me with this? And I personally feel that if you are looking for a healer, if you are looking for a coach, if you are looking for a mentor, if you are looking for anybody who is going to make a difference in your life, you deserve to know what their qualifications are. That, in my personal opinion, is really important. And conversely, the other piece of this conversation has to do with the fact that right now, because we don't focus on qualifications, I think that there's a way that people think that they can just watch a YouTube video or read a book and somehow they're going to know how to do certain things, and that they're just going to be able to go and kind of DIY it. And as a result, they're not necessarily recognizing that the reason why you go to the trained professionals and you pay them money is because they are skilled and have taken the time and have jumped through the hoops and have the qualifications. And part of this is because we live in a world where certification doesn't necessarily mean something. As a customer, as a client, I think it's really important to do your due diligence and learn, what does it actually mean for this person to claim to be accredited or certified through a particular program. So obviously, this is something I'm incredibly passionate about, and I really feel that, especially, and this is kind of me on my soapbox about the world of healing right now, I really think that especially where we do not necessarily have governing bodies that are universal about what the rules are to define somebody's qualifications or say that somebody's entitled to claim their right to do something, that as healers, we must value our education. And I think it's important for us to be able to say, yeah, I know my stuff because I've done this, and this. And I've paid my dues. I've put in my time. I've jumped through my hoops. And I am continuing to do this, and this in order to stay on top of it, and in order to keep on my toes, and in order to continuously improve at the work that I'm doing. So I guess my question to you right now is, number one, does it occur to you when you're looking for a practitioner, when you're looking for somebody who could help you, when you're looking for qualifications, or as, as a healer, does it occur to you that qualifications matter? Is this something that you think is important? Do you look for qualifications? And if you are a practitioner, if you yourself are a healer, where do you fall in your qualifications? Are you certified? Do you have credentials? Have you actually paid your dues? Do you have supervision? Do you have people who are helping you and who are holding you accountable? Do you do continuing education? Like, how seriously are you taking your craft, and how much effort are you putting into being accountable and continuing to deepen on an annual or, really on a daily level? So obviously, I'm incredibly passionate about this, and I imagine that there are some of you who are also really passionate about this. So please, I would love to hear what you have to say about it. Leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I am wishing you peace and ease and a good sense of what makes sense for you in regards to qualifications. So, in the meantime, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Jennifer Moore, Modern Medicine Lady, and also I would be eternally grateful for you to pass this along to other people who would find this video interesting. So thanks for sharing, and until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.